Good morning, children. We are going to start with a new chapter in science today, and that is your chapter number 11, Transportation in Animals and Plants. So, children, as you know, this is our heart, and this is the heart which pumps the blood to each and every part of our body. It pumps the blood with the help of the arteries, and with the veins it brings back the impure blood to the heart. So children, as you know that all the living organisms, they need oxygen and they need food, they need water to survive. So these materials are transported to their various body parts. A transport system is also required to expel the waste from the body. So here in this chapter we will learn about the transport system for different materials which are present in human beings and other animals and plants. Children, as you know, they function to transport the substances and together forms the circulatory system. So here we are talking of the heart, we are talking of the blood and the arteries and the veins, which together forms the circulatory system. So as I said, whatever food we take in, that gets converted up into the blood, and this food is utilized by our body. So circulation of oxygen inhaled for the oxidation of the food, transportation of the nutrients to the different parts of the body. Now, why is transport of material necessary in plants and animals? So it is because whatever food we take in is utilized by our body, and then the removal of the waste product is produced during the digestion. So elimination of carbon dioxide, which is formed during the respiration. So all these takes place with the help of the transportation that takes place within our body, within the circulatory system. Plants, they need to transport the food from the leaf and water and mineral to all the parts of the body. So children, we will be learning about blood, heart and blood vessels in the first part of the chapter. So I hope all of you might have experienced that whenever you get a cut on your body, so what happens at that time? Children, we see that the blood flows out, it oozes out from our body. So here you can see this is the structure of the heart. These are the arteries and the veins which are connected to our heart. So now the question is, what is in blood? Blood is a fluid which flows within our blood vessels. These arteries, veins, capillaries, all these are considered to be the blood vessels. So it transports the substances like digested food from the small intestine to the other parts of the body. It carries oxygen from the lungs to the cells of the body and also transports the waste for removal from the body. So this is all the function of the blood when we are talking of the circulatory system. Now, how does the blood carry various substances? So, as blood is a liquid which has cells of various kinds which are suspended in it, and we have the heart, which is called the pumping organ, and with it are connected the veins and the arteries. Now the question comes up, why the blood color is red, or else why the blood appears to be red? The circulation of the materials within the human beings, as already I said, is carried out with the help of our circulatory fluid called the blood. The blood flows through the vessels or the tubes which are called the blood vessels, and all the blood vessels are connected to the main organ of the system, which is called the heart. Children, the fluid part of the blood is called the plasma. One type of cell are the red blood cells, which contain a red pigment called hemoglobin. And it is because of this hemoglobin that the blood appears to be red in color. Hemoglobin binds with the oxygen and transports it to all the parts of the body and ultimately to all the cells. It will be difficult to provide the oxygen efficiency to all the cells of the body without the presence of hemoglobin. So, as I said, it is the presence of this hemoglobin which provides red color to the blood. The second type of cell which the blood carries is your white blood cells, or your WBC, which fights against the germs that may enter our body. So BLOOO fell down while playing a game and his knee got injured. Blood was coming out from the cut, but after some time he noticed that the bleeding has stopped and a dark red clot has plugged the cut. So BLOOO was puzzled now that the clot is formed because of the presence of what? So it is your another type of cell, and this is called the blood platelets. So children, we have three types of cells: RBC, WBC, and the blood platelets. It is this blood, as I said, which helps in the digestion of the food. It helps in collecting the waste which is generated from the kidney and helps in the removal, and also it helps in the transport of oxygen from the lungs to the cell of the body, and then carbon dioxide from the cell to the body to the lungs. So today children, we talked about the blood and its types. So this is the picture of your RBC, your WBCs, and your platelets. All the three are there in this figure. Now we will just recap once that blood consists of three types of cells, and among that we have RBC, the WBC, and platelets. This is the figure of RBC, which contains a red pigment called the haemoglobin. And it is because of this pigment that RBC appears to be red in color, and hemoglobin combines with the oxygen to form oxyhemoglobin. The another type of cell is your white blood cells. It fights against the germs that may enter our body. So it helps our body to fight with the foreign bodies. These are colorless cells and they are fewer in number but larger than RBCs. Third is the platelets, and as we saw, it is because of these cells that the clot is formed in the blood, and this helps in the clotting of the blood and helps in the flow of the blood whenever there is any wound. So children, as already we talked about the blood today and its three types. So for you the home assignment is in the form of fill in the blanks today. First one, red blood cells consist of dash pigment. Second one, the functions of the platelet is dash. Third one, the three types of the blood cells are dash, dash and dash. Fourth one, the fluid part of the blood is called dash. Hope so you have understood about the blood, and we will talk about the other organs in the next period. Bye bye.